Blog Talk Radio.
There we are, right on time, at the 33-second mark. I'm here. Good morning and welcome, you guys. You're listening to Traffic Report. Traffic Report is the internet radio home of the Traffic Authority. Had a big week here in Traffic Authority. Had a really big week here. I'm going to recap what happened this week in Traffic Authority in a minute. Before I get there, though, I do want to welcome a worldwide audience that's listening to us right now at radioleverage.com. It is Friday morning. Today is the 9th. Right now, it is 8:01 a.m. here in Carefree, Arizona, 11:01 a.m. on the East Coast. I just got off the telephone with Mr. Greg Chambers, who's on his way to Tallahassee. It was great talking to you, Greg. I know you're listening right now. Greg shared some really cool, interesting information with me. I'll touch on that in a moment, though. Before I get there, I do, again, want to welcome a worldwide audience. If you're listening right now at radioleverage.com, and it is 11:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York City. Whatever time it is, if you're listening live, I invite you to call in if you would like. Okay, this is an opportunity for you to share your week. What happened, okay? 914-338-0631. That's the call-in number, 914-338-0631. If you're listening online, all you got to do is pick up the telephone, dial that number, and then press 1 on the keypad of your phone, and I'll get a little notification that says that you want to come out and share. Now, I'm looking at line right now. We probably got nearly 20 people who are in line already this morning, and I'm going to get to you guys pretty quick so we can keep the energy moving here, okay? We want to make sure that everybody's got, got some gas, got some stuff to go on, a couple ideas to work with, and then get busy because momentum is taking place. Momentum is happening right now in our world here with Traffic Authority. So I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to share. Press 1 on the keypad. I'll get to you guys in a moment. Before I get there, though, I also want to remind everybody that tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the Visionary Founders Call. Okay, that's when Greg and Doug, and sometimes Chad, and their invited guests will come out on the radio tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern and just share their vision and their ideas and their reflections on what's going on here in the community. There's no questions. There's no Q&A on Saturdays. There's nobody but Greg and Doug get to talk and me every once in a while. So make sure that you're there for that, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, you did receive a swipe file this morning. I know because I saw it go out. Everyone who's on the list, the thousands of members, I'm talking thousands, tens of thousands of members, receive correspondence from us all the time. And many of you received a swipe file this morning. The swipe file is a follow-up email that you should be sending to your group today. If you did what you were asked to do, if you followed the marching orders, then you sent out some emails this week to your group, right? You sent out an email yesterday morning, okay? We sent one last night. We asked you to, I don't know if we asked you to forward that one, but the clever ones did. And then this morning you received another email, a swipe file for you to just cut and paste and put into your computer, put into your email client and send to your list. Now, for those of you baby boomers, okay, the me's of the world, the Joes of the world, the ones who are looking for microwave results, I know that many of you sent emails this week, and all of a sudden today you're like, hey, it's payday. Did I make any money? What's going on? It's like, is this necessary? Why am I doing this? The answer is yes, this is necessary. Send these swipe files. Okay, the fortune is in the follow-up. All these cliches are cliches because they are true. And it is a proven fact that most sales are taking place on about the 7th, 8th, maybe the 9th touch. Okay, the 9th time somebody receives, the 10th time somebody receives information from you. That's when they actually are called to action, especially in this zany internet world. So make sure that you're sending the swipe files. There is a method to this madness. So make sure that you send the files, okay? And we have way more stuff coming for you in the coming weeks. I'm going to share with you again in a moment what happened this last week. the webinar last night. The webinar was amazing. Again, it was creation on the fly. We were running a little bit late because we introduced that thing at the bottom where you can make comments, and it was amazing. I was sitting there writing the comment board. It was just crazy to see all these people from all over the world chiming in and responding to Vince. It was really, really a cool thing, right? I love that Vince is in his presentation. He talked about his list, right? He started with one name. One day there was just one name on his list, and then there was two, and then there was four. But it started with him taking action. And remember what he showed last night? He showed in his webinar a picture of where the Dallas Cowboys play football, right? And there's like 80,000 seats in this, I think it's AT&T Stadium, this where the Dallas Cowboys are playing football. Kara would know more about this than me, where the Cowboys play football. But remember in the video last night in his presentation, he said there is where that's a professional football stadium. Multiply that by 2 because I got 175,000 names on my list. And he said when you have 175,000 names on your list, there is somebody on that list that will buy something from you all the time, every single day. But you have to start somewhere, right? You have to start somewhere. And that's the beauty of Traffic Authority. Because Traffic Authority is the Traffic Authority. You got the best and the brightest. We got the Vincent Ortegas and the Adam Whitings, and we've got the Greg Chambers and the Chad Selby's. We got all this team that has been assembled like a star-studded, it's like an all-star team of internet marketers, old school marketers, programmers. Last night we were doing some programming right at the very end, right before the webinar went live, and I'm pretty sure this dude that we were talking to, it was myself and it was Vincent, and it was some guy. I want to say the guy's in Czechoslovakia or something, right? Some brilliant coder speaking broken English, getting it done. You want to talk about a team that's been assembled here. We are the Traffic Authority, and the Academy is bringing you the best and the brightest, and if you just follow the blueprint, you will have the results. Period. End of story. Now, do you have patience? Do you have resiliency? Do you have the ability to manage the emotional roller coaster that you're going to go through as you build that list, as you go from one name to 10 to 100 to 1,000? Are you going to be able to really, manage yourself as you go through? That's the real key. And that's what we do here every morning, is assist each other in managing. Okay, one last thing about the webinar last night. Was it pink or was it purple? Okay, was it pink or was it purple? I'm going to ask that question. We'll see if anybody answers that question. All right, here's the week in review, okay? Here's what happened this week. And I'm going to move quickly, but this has been an amazing week, okay? We'll talk about Tuesday night when Adam Whiting came out on the Resellers webinar. He came out on Tuesday night, and it's still available. You want to watch that Resellers webinar, you can find it at trafficweblive.net. And it was amazing, right? He introduced, actually, for those of you that were paying attention, you received an email earlier in the week that had your brand new Easy.com TA weekly updates. Your weekly updates was updated this week. Also, your daily marketing plan. Okay, you can find it at easy.com. Thank you very much, Carl. You can find it at easy.com/TA marketing plan. There it is, easy.com/TA marketing plan. Those are very, very cool. That's updated to the minute, current information. Now, we're going to begin sending this to you again on Monday. And the boys, these young whippersnappers, they're telling me, Joe, we got to send this every day, every single day. Every single day you're going to be receiving email that will include the weekly updates and the weekly marketing plan. Also, what happened this week? The dashboard went live. The dashboard, okay? The dashboard, so many people have been holding back, waiting for the dashboard. I can't send, I know there are people going, I can't send any traffic because the dashboard isn't done. Really? Go look at in your dashboard, okay? In your dashboard, there is like the leaderboard, okay? Go look at the people who have made the most money last week, last month, and all time. None of those guys had the dashboard ready. All of that activity happened before the dashboard was ready. But I know many of you guys I see on Facebook, the dashboard is ready. Well, the dashboard is ready. The marketing videos are up. Did you notice that there are 40? I think the number is 40 in the business opportunity set, in the video marketing links right there for you to use, coded to your stuff, coded to you, 40 stories. Are you kidding me? You want to talk about work being done behind the scenes? How cool is that? And then there's the fast start stuff. There's so much video content back there. It's like, one thing I will caution you. Okay, you've heard of this thing called binge watching on Netflix. Binge, you can binge watch. Well, you can binge watch if you really want to get yourself some education. Set aside the time and go into your member back office and start binge watching. Okay, like every one of those 40 videos, you can preview those ones, right? I'm talking about those marketing in the marketing section, the business opportunity, very short videos. They're kind of like bridge videos, right? All of those are available for you to use. They're all coded and attached to you. Take the time and go through all 40. Which one actually resonates with you? Which one really? What does it feel like for you when you watch these? Okay, because ultimately, that's what somebody's going to connect with that video, and they're going to connect to you through those videos. So watch the videos, take the time, do some binge watching, go back there and go through all of the stuff in the reseller section, the quick start training. That quick start training, the stuff that you see back there, the swipe files, we recommend that you post on Facebook. These are the files. Seriously, man. Okay, this is the stuff. This is the material that put 50,000 people into our program within the first 30 days. And we're bringing it back to life. It's very, very cool stuff. So the marketing videos are there. Also, we learned that there's going to be a contest. It's going to be announced this week. This is a killer contest. It's a Halloween contest. There's going to be like $20,000 worth of prizes. We're giving away all kinds of Apple products and, big screen laptops and iPhone, you name it, we're giving it. And then there's cash equivalents for those of you guys who maybe already have a MacBook. You want to get the cash, and everybody can win. Everybody can play because the contest is predicated on action steps that you take. Like you're going to get points. Everybody in the world is going to get points for doing simple things like listening to the radio show. You're going to get points because you listen to the radio show every single day. You're going to get a point or two when you watch a webinar. You're going to get points when you post ads on Facebook. You're going to get points for every single time you send to your list. And the person with the most points is going to win one of these many, many prizes after Halloween, right? It's a Halloween contest. It's being built right now in the back office. It's very exciting. Everybody can engage. And it's not about how many sales you make, okay? It's not about how many sales you make. It's about how much activity are you doing, how much action are you taking. That's coming. Watch for that this week. And then, of course, last night, right? This is what happened this week. Last night we had number one earner, Vincent Ortega, actually flying the mothership. On Thursday night, last night, we featured, and it was cool. I personally, I can deal with a 37, 40-minute webinar. I personally, I'm like, okay, we're going to go for 2 hours here. I better get myself some supercharged coffee. I like the shorter versions of these webinars, right? So we got in, we got out, we got it done, and then I heard through the grapevine that sales are cascading in today. Okay, stuff is pouring in. I also received a notification last night, late, that it was a huge day. Okay, Douglas Wellen says this is a huge day, huge, on many, many different fronts. Okay, today's payday. For today, some of you, this is going to be a huge day. What else did we do this week? How about this? In the middle of the night on Tuesday night, we did a massive upgrade on the servers. Now, I know for most of us, that doesn't really matter, right? A server upgrade, okay, that's for the geeks. That's for the geek squad. That's for the nerds to figure that stuff out, right? But it took place. And again, that server upgrade means that we have got capacity to grow like really, really big, really, really fast, without interruptions, and have that site move like crazy. Did you ever consider how many, like tens of thousands on these sites, right? On our site, at any given moment, there are thousands of people on the site in their member back office researching, looking at their stuff, watching the videos. You ever realize, okay, that there are people constantly 24 hours a day looking at their statistics, and all that stuff has to perform. Otherwise, you guys freak out. You know what I mean? If a video is stuck or there's a dangling participle somewhere, you guys are coming on here freaking out sometimes. So we got to make sure that stuff is always working. And we did a massive upgrade. I don't even know what it means, but I trust and I believe Carl and Chad and the team down there. So that happened this week, massive upgrade to make sure that we maintain our stability. Right now we are scratching, and I'm happy to report that by Monday, I'm going to put it out there, 19,000 people on our Facebook page. How about that? 19,000 people on our Facebook page. And we're in the final phase. This is it. I'm going to wrap this with the recap, week in review. support desk. Support desk. I know some of you guys are still hammering the support desk because on my Facebook, okay, I'm kind of skeptical now. People want to become my friend on Facebook, and the minute I become their friend, they come screaming at me going, I requested my money back 2 days ago, and I need my $47 back, and I sent in 12 support tickets, and what's wrong with you people? And I'm like, whew, simmer down, simmer down. You know, the person who's freaking about that $47 really needs it, and the last thing that we want to do is be holding back. So the good news is the support desk is pretty much caught up. Imagine what it's like for 8 weeks with the kind of, you know, clamoring and the volume, 19,000 people on our Facebook page in the last, you know, I don't know, 10 days, you know, last 30 days, whatever it is, 60 days. Don't even remember anymore. But the good news is that we also are down to the very end of the review process, and we'll be calling some of you on the telephone because we are adding a couple of y'all. Our internal, we're hiring from within. For those of you who sent in an application last week, that was like the support desk, right? We were in shock, quite frankly, at the number of high-quality, excited individuals who love Traffic Authority, who want to get in the game of customer support, want to be a member of that internal team. It was just like an avalanche of people, and so we only have a couple positions right now. So you'll be hearing from us, and that's it. That's my week in review. I could go on and on. I could go for another 20 minutes this morning because I'm so excited about the things that have happened just this week. And when you take a look in the rearview mirror at what we have done since August 5th, it just really is. It really is pretty amazing. And I know that here's something I find interesting. Since August 5th, I've seen a couple companies already come and go. We're in a very, very competitive marketplace right now. Everybody is screaming and scratching for this internet space because it is the future. It really is the future, you know. I was very impressed last night when you were watching the webinar with Vincent Ortega Jr. When, you know, he edified his parents. You know, he glorified his parents. You know, that's really, really cool. And he talked about his parents, self-made, you know, multiple six-figure earners, $500,000 a year. And then he shared his enthusiasm about his life, and he showed his kids and his beautiful daughter that last shot. He's like sometimes I'm on the computer and she's on her computer, and it's like Mickey Mouse and dancing bears and stuff that little girls are doing. It was just a wonderful thing. And so, you know, my point is, like, so many things have been done, and so it is such a competitive marketplace. And what are we going to do? Really, what are our options? Here's a 30-year-old dude living in what would be a $2 million house on the West Coast, living the life, living large. He said $5,000 a seat for the Kansas City Royals in the World Series last year. It's just a simple thing to do. Let's take the family. Could you imagine? I could imagine. Could you imagine what your life looks like when you're living that kind of charmed existence, where it's just point-and-click marketing? And there's work to be done now. Now we have to learn, and now we have to get good at it. And it's such a competitive marketplace. And here we are, Traffic Authority, the world leader in internet education, internet information, support, training, and money. It's killer, man. As you guys know, I go, oh my goodness, we're going to be here for a while. Let's just get right to it. So here's the drill. I say the last 4 digits of your telephone number, and then you come out, and then you say your first name, your city, the state, the country that you're calling in from, and then let her rip, okay? Let her rip. I'm going to ask, however, that if you have a technical question, you know, just send it into the support desk, okay? Please. Now, I know that some of you are going to ignore this plea. I know that you are, because I do this every single day. So if you are going to force your way through to the front of the line here and ask a technical question, that's cool. But limit it to one question, because most of these technical issues are pretty much related to your unique user experience. Okay, Carl's going to be out of pocket here for a dev meeting pretty soon. All right, 7300, your name, your city, your state, your country, and what's up?
Well, hello. This is Kenna from Washington.
Kenna, you've been here for a long time. You were first in line today.
Yes, I have appointments I have to go to, so I wanted to get on here.
Well, see, that's forward thinking. That's forward thinking. You know that if you get in here too late, you'll be here all day.
Yep, I know that. Mm-hmm. So anyway, besides just thanking everybody in the whole group, everybody's fantastic. The videos are great. It's just really amazing where where Traffic Authority is going, and I'm just so glad I'm a part of it. But I wanted especially to give a shout out to Carl. I sent in a support ticket yesterday. It got directed to the Hotmail account rather than the .net, trafficauthority.net. And within minutes, I had an email back from him saying, we don't use that. I'm sending this to trafficauthoritysupport.net. I was just blown away. And I just want to say thank you, Carl. I appreciate how fast you were at responding to my email. And I just think it's awesome. I've never had that kind of response before from anything, from any kind of support. So that is my kudos to Carl today.
Well, thank you, Ken. I want to thank you on behalf of Carl. He's listening right now. Carl is listening in real time. He said, she is making me blush, LOL. We live in the Skype world, right? And I want to thank you because our support desk, I mean, these men and women are being worked like rented mules. Okay, could you imagine walking in, you get a break, okay, you take the weekend and you spend some time with your family, and you come in and there are 6,000 support tickets? That's the kind of stuff, right? And these people, this team truly, truly cares. And it's monumental, and we know that it's going to lean out. We know what's going to happen. We have a predictable plan here. But in the meantime, thank you so much, because these people have taken a pounding. Your support sucks. We hear it all the time. People come on the radio show. I sent in a support ticket 3 days ago, and what's wrong with you people? And you see them on Facebook. And it's so nice to hear somebody who really can understand what's going on and appreciates what these individuals are going through. Thank you very much, Kenna.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I love that. Kenna got here early today just so that she can thank the group. Okay, number one. Is this Frank?
Good morning. This is Frank from beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's a wonderful day here. How are you doing today, Joe?
I'm doing great, Frank. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. I'm having a great day here in sunny, bright, carefree Arizona.
I just wanted to tell you that your headband last night was purple.
Well, Carl thought it was pink, and I can't decide if it's pink. It's somewhere in the middle. You're right. It's one of these cool. I'm going to have a pink one for next week. And what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I figured the Pittsburgh Steelers, the baddest asses in the land, the Pittsburgh Steelers are wearing pink shoes in the NFL, so I can wear a pink headband for this month, because that's my thing, is headbands. So Frank, thank you. You answered the question. Is it pink? Is it purple? Carl, he just hit me up this morning because he heard me ask the question. He said, "Look pink to me." LOL.
Well, last night we had, I think, the most fabulous webinar. I mean, I was just turned on and excited, and I was sending out emails and invitations right up until showtime, and I was multitasking, and right through it, throughout the whole entire presentation, I was pumping out invitations to everyone that I could think of, all of my Facebook friends. I just kept pumping out invitations all the way through the webinar last night and right up until the very end of it. And then, of course, I was waiting for the replay, because now I want to send out replays to everybody. And this morning, I had a tragedy. So, Joe, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. My signature link wouldn't work. I said, oh, no, what are we doing? So I quickly grabbed my signature file. I changed my link to a different link. I dealt with it, and we're up and running and flying like crazy.
And see, now you're learning. And Frank, you're learning. But I want to ask you a question. What was it about last night's webinar? What was there something specific that you can share with me on why this one impacted you so much?
Well, because it was so completely interactive. Vincent was not preaching. He was not even really teaching. He was interacting with the group. He had a live vibe going. I mean, there was a vibe going that you could feel it. You could feel through the webinar. You could feel his excitement. You could when I look at Vincent, I think of Top Gun, the movie Top Gun, the Iceman, Val Kilmer. I look at Vincent, I say, there's Val Kilmer right there. There's the Iceman right there. And that cool, confident, not cocky, but confident emotions just come. He was just projecting. He was just projecting. Fantastic. And everything that he said made perfectly good sense. It was simple. It was short. It was to the point. It made perfectly good sense.
And what a head of hair on that kid, huh? Man, what I would do for a head of hair like that. Frank, thank you very much, Frank. Keep up the good work, okay? Love hearing from you. Have a good weekend.
I do want to shout out to Dave, Diamond Dave. I have tried to friend him a couple of times on Facebook. If he could get a hold of me, I'd love it.
All right, he's in the queue here. He's a couple down. I'm gonna get to him. Stick around for a few minutes, and Diamond Dave will be up on the radio with us here. Frank in beautiful Myrtle Beach. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend, Frank. Let's keep it moving. 5232. You're next up. Good morning. 5232.
Hi, good morning, Joe, and to all the TA leaders and everyone on the call. This is Holly calling from Los Angeles. How is everyone doing?
We're doing good, Holly. Sounds like you're on your speaker, huh?
I am. I actually have my Bluetooth on. I'm multitasking.
There we go. You're doing everything you're doing right now has less than 100% of your attention. What's going on, Holly? How can I help you this morning? Good to hear from you.
Thank you. Good to hear from you as well. I just wanted to follow up on heels of what the previous caller said, the other young lady, about how awesome customer support is. I actually sent in a support ticket, and I was responding to on a Sunday, which I thought was amazing because I didn't expect to get a response on a weekend. And so that was awesome. I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised. And then the other thing is I only see half of the commissions, but it's not transferred yet to my checking account, so I wanted to ask about that.
What do you want to ask about it? You said you made a statement, but I didn't hear a question there.
Well, the thing is that I can see it in my back office. The portion of it part has been paid. The other part is pending, but neither has reached my checking account when I connected my checking account to it. So I know it's 2 weeks held. Each one is held for 2 weeks.
All right, you have to go into your e-wallet account, and you have to transfer the money. It's not going to get into your checking account unless you tell e-wallet to put it in your checking account. Okay, I made the same. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I got my Visa debit card, and I assumed that the money was on the Visa debit card, but it wasn't. I had to manually go in there and request the transfer of funds and select either the debit card, checking account. You can build out your back office in e-wallet and have more than one account in there. Now, as far as the time, as you know, commissions are pending and then they're paid. And pending commissions, that's usually anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks, really, okay, because what has to happen is the merchant account has to process. There's a cooling off period that we have put in place in case somebody wants a quick refund. We find out that most of the people who want a refund, it's usually within the first day or two. They freak out, they get buyer's remorse. So there's just a little bit of a cooling off period, and that's probably what you're going through there right now. Thank you very much, Holly, for that question. Holly's already off the call. She must have got mad at me. She hung up already. Let's keep it moving then. 7659, you're next up. Good morning.
Hey,
hello.
Buddy. Good morning. This is Fred, Southside Fred from Chicago. How are we doing today, Joe?
I'm doing great.
Yes,
Southside Fred, how are you, my friend?
I just wanted to, first of all, to say good morning to you and to tell you that last night's webinar was outstanding. I'm so pumped. There's one thing about this guy, about Vince, is, for a guy that makes that much money and the age, because he's a young guy, he is so down to earth. That's what I caught from him. Showing his family, his parents, his house. The guy talks to you like if he had no money. You know what I'm saying? It's just so cool to be involved with someone like that. To learn from someone like that, because most people that get quick money, get money fast, they turn their life around and they turn their life out, and then they go through all kinds of things. And not this guy though. That guy is. You can clearly see he's looking ahead and walking straight line, and that is great. That is really, really good. I did send out all kinds of invitations and emails to everybody I could for anybody to see this, because I couldn't believe how well was done. Like right to the point, short, to the nitty gritty. I mean, no goofing around here last night, you know.
Absolutely. I agree with you. And one of the things I will say, and thank you very much for calling in there, Southside Fred from the Chi, south side of Chicago, man. And, one of the cool things about what I learned last night watching the webinar is that you're right. This is this young man, Vincent, is, his both feet are on the ground. He's a family man. I love the video, the shot at the end with him and his little baby girl, both of them wearing glasses. It was just cool. But the other thing is, the real lesson in there is to love your children, right? I mean, the parents, Vincent talking about his parents, he spent a lot of time talking about his parents and pictures of his parents, and they set an example for him, right? They're entrepreneurs. They're out there making stuff happen. They go to work every single day. And obviously they have imprinted on their son, a level of professionalism, sophistication. He honors people. He's a man of faith. And, I want you guys who have kids or grandkids to think about that, right? Right now, and especially, all right, time for me to do some lecturing. You made a decision to get in free enterprise. Now maybe you have a child, maybe you have a grandchild, and they're looking at you to see what you're going to do. You're going to quit, you're going to bail, you're going to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. You're going to commit to the education, stay focused, because little eyeballs are looking at you. And well, let's just. I'm off the soapbox right now.
Huh?
Diamond Dave, come on out here. You're talking to somebody else. Are you saving a life right now? Are you talking to? You got a patient there?
No, I'm finally off.
You're on speaker there, dude. Can you pick up the phone so we can get a better connection for you?
Oh no, I'm not on speaker.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Diamond Dave? Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, it's my turn in queue. I thought you were asking me a question.
Yeah, my question is how the hell are you?
I am doing well. Listen, whoever was trying to reach me, you can just message me on Facebook. Just look for Dave Nesby as DaveNiezby. So Facebook.com/Dave Nesby. And you can message me from there. So, okay, Frank, if it's whoever was looking for me, right there. So, anyway, so what I just wanted to call in and say, at 2 o'clock in the morning while I'm dropping somebody off at the hospital, I get this message from YouTube. It says, Joe has just uploaded a video, and sure enough, it was last night's webinar. I can't believe I stayed up at 2 o'clock in the morning just and it just kept me just kept me pinned to my phone watching the Vince's video yesterday, because obviously I was on the ambulance. I couldn't make it personally, but it was interesting to I was sitting there listening to it, and my partner was in the ambulance. He's like, oh, hey, what's all that about? And it's amazing how many people out there are just dying for this stuff, but there's so few people that have what it takes to actually make it successful. And the reason what I mean by that is that you're going to go through a lot of people, and this is what people need to understand. You're going to go through a lot of people. I mean, unlike your other businesses that you've ever been a part of, and Joe, you and I, we've got experience. We've been through this 100 companies, I don't know. It's been a lot. And, in the old days, just like Vince said, man, you had to do cold calls. You had to do friends and family, which we all know is absolutely the most devastating thing you can do to your own network marketing business or any small home-based business. Your friends and family would absolutely destroy you. And for those people who are wondering why that happens, I mean, it's simple. Because they know you. They know you personally. They know where you're at. And the first thing they're going to say to you is like, well, why aren't you rich then? I said, well, I just got started. Oh, well, then it doesn't work. What? If I open up a McDonald's, you're not going to be well, okay, maybe McDonald's, but then you already have money if you're opening McDonald's. But if you open up this corner little boutique or something like that, you won't be rolling out the dough right away, yet people seem to think that that's the only way there is to make money. Yet network marketing and affiliate marketing has made more millionaires in the last several years than any other storefront business. And I can't remember where I got that quote, but if it's wrong, then I'm pretty sure it's damn close. Because working for yourself, there's just a pride in there that you just can't duplicate any other way. It's just sort of like when you're given something for free, you just never treat it the same way, even if it's something you love. For example, say it's a family member passes and gives you their car that you've wanted all your life. Well, if something happens to that car, like the transmission starts to go bad or something like that, you'll be like, I'll get to it. But the car that you use for work or whatever, you'll be like, oh my God, I gotta get that fixed right away, because that's the one you paid for. That's the one you worked hard to get. That's what this business is. That's what this business is going to be about. People need to understand that you have to work hard to get to where you want to go, and you will treat it better. The harder it is to get to that point, the harder it is for you to come up with your monthly money, or the harder it is for you to buy more traffic. The reward you will get, and then how you will treat that will be so much greater than, let's just copy this and paste that, and then I'm going to go out to watch some TV. You know what I'm trying to say there,
mm-hmm.
Joe?
Yep.
So
I do. Somebody's going out to the pool. So who's going out? You got
grandson. It's 50 degrees out here. My grandson wants to run out to the pool. So because I got hit by a couple people that were saying, you know what, I got this going on in my life. I got this going on in life. I said, listen, Joe doesn't seem to understand that people have bills to pay. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Joe has been through more. I'm not going to reveal anything. I know your personal demons or whatever, your feats that you had to go over to get to where you are today because of our personal talk. And everybody has those stories. Everybody has that bill that they need to pay, the hospital bill, the ambulance bill, I just got run over by a truck bill, So stop using it as an excuse.
I'll say this, Dave. Let me just say this, okay? Did you know that sometimes they staple the eviction notice to your door if you have a wooden door?
Yeah.
They use a stapler.
Condo, they did it to my neighbor. So
yes, well, okay, so they use a stapler, and I know what it's like to not have the money to pay bills. I remember one time I was living in a beautiful gated community. I was starting a company, executive home. Everything I had was going into the company. Everything. I had 8 dogs at that time. I was a dog breeder guy, and I remember coming home from the office after 16 hours and pressing the garage door button, and the garage door wouldn't open because my electricity was turned off. And the dogs were barking, and they were going crazy in there. So I get it. Those people who have I don't have any money, and I get it. I understand what that's like. But if you don't have any money, then it's time to do something different, right? You're going to have to walk through a doorway sometimes of uncertainty. Thank you very much, Dave. I'd like to have a conversation with you longer, but there are so many people showing up in the queue. I got to move it along. 8171, you're next up. Come on out.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. Is this Beverly?
Yes, it's Beverly.
Good morning, Beverly. How are you this morning?
Oh, great. I must not have pushed one. I thought I pushed one yesterday when I was on the show, but it must not have worked because I never got to talk to you. But that's okay.
Everybody gets a turn.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to let you know that I'm working really hard. In fact, I'm sending the replay message right now so that people will.
Excellent, Beverly.
I did the other ones you sent me, the swipe files. So I'm working on that. And the main thing I was concerned about more than anything was finding out if you got a hold of anybody about helping the
yes.
deaf.
That's correct. Beverly, first off, I want to thank you for calling in today, and I did get your message. Beverly is 80 years young, ladies and gentlemen. How you got your nails done? I remember the other day.
Yeah, I got my nails. I got them silver.
That's awesome. Silver. Beverly, 80 years old.
I was so surprised. I asked her, what's the color? because sometimes I like to buy it and touch up with it, It's called Three Blind Mice.
That's perfect.
That's weird.
Well, thank you very much, Beverly. Three Blind Mice. That sounds like me, Greg, and Doug. Three Blind Mice. Thank you very much, Beverly. And Beverly, what she's referring to is Beverly has someone who is hearing impaired that is looking at our program. And I know that we have a listener. Please forgive me. There's a gentleman who is hearing impaired who calls in from time to time. If you're on the radio, could you please chime out so we can put you in touch with Beverly? And so, because she has somebody who is hearing impaired that's excited about our program. We have to keep it moving, Beverly. I got to keep going. I got tons of people in the queue. 7185, you're next up. Good morning. Hello. 7185. Just hung up in my ear. How about that? 7185 hung up in my ear. 1111, you're up.
Yes, baby. I'm here. That's from Gainesville. You know what time it is, don't you?
Yes, Celeste. How are you this morning?
I think I've been motorized. So I think I have been motorized. But listen, I want to just say something quickly here about this. Yeah, I told you about my stats yesterday, a little bit about it, and I did send in the email. I don't think you had time enough to review it. So, but that's not an issue. That's not what I'm talking about. But I just want to make these points. I had over 1,600 hits. Out of the hits, I had 1,499 unique hits. Is that something that wonderful?
That's awesome.
And so and then I looked because I was looking as far as I could see. And out of that, you believe I had 40 leads? 40 leads? I'm sitting here running over those figures. And then two that came in between yesterday and the day before, that was from me because I ran the test again. I told you I was tested, and I sent it in, and it shows up in my back office in the line with all of the other statistics. So people need to review their statistics, put their little test in, put their own email in, and let that run through so they can see whether it's functioning and all that. That's one way for me to check it. But I tell you, I need someone to kind of review mine because I don't know how to get into the get response thing yet. But beyond that, I'm very, 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 very excited. Last night's thing was just he was having a pep rally. That's called a pep rally. Because he was like, everybody who wants to say it, so, and they would say it. And when I tried to hook up and do it, my that page shut down on me. But that was all right because I had two pages open just to show you how enthusiastic I am about what's going on. I have both of my computers. Yes, I have both of them hooked up. You're very welcome.
You go. Okay, and I did. I saw that you sent me an email. I received a ton of emails, and you're on my list for today. I'll get back with you. Okay, and we're gonna. I know. And I also want you guys to know that we've been talking. I had a meeting this morning with Greg, and we're going to be offering you guys a little bit more stuff. Okay, like we want to show you really how to do a swipe file. We want people right now today to begin pounding Facebook and pounding your list and communicating effectively. Like there's things you can do like text messages. And remember this contest that's coming up. We're going to be giving away $20,000 in prizes or cash. Okay, so like this individual that you're referring to, Dave, who's got financial pressure crisis going on. Well, if that person would hang around and get busy, chances are they would win money. Because like I said, if you've already got yourself a brand new computer and you win a brand new computer, you can say, you know what, just send me the cash, and we'll send you the cash. So a lot of things are coming up here. Celeste, thank you very much for chiming in this morning. I appreciate you. 2959, you are next up in the queue. 2959, come on out here. Hello, 2959. Time is up. Got to move. 8696, you're next up. 8696. Hello.
1 second, though. Yeah.
That's got to be Kenneth.
Sorry. Hello?
Hello.
Kenneth. Hello?
Calling in. Yes, this is Kenneth. Kenneth in Pittsburgh. How are you?
Yeah. How you guys doing today?
We're doing great, man. We're having a blast. Hey, listen, there ain't no opposition to my position, okay?
That's all I hear, baby. Yeah. I couldn't get hype. I was in the library, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've been doing so much. I've been trying to keep track, on a regiment, and I've been doing the swipe file. I ain't been doing it exactly how they were meant to be, but I'm still getting the correspondence out there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do everything exactly, but your telling us as you're training us, you know what I mean? I'm like putting stuff right into my niche. I'm going to business to business, and I'm talking to people about services I need. And then next thing you know, I got their business card and whatever, and as I'm driving, I'm paying for the traffic already. You know what I'm saying? So why not get paid for the places I'm sending them? I didn't got it online. I didn't got it with like a bunch of different affiliate companies with different things that I deal with, and I just went in and now I'm backing up. So I'm starting back at the beginning with the training, and then I brought somebody in, and I got her on the call, and she's just, it was just somebody I see on a daily basis. So I'm like, man, why not? While I'm growing, bring in a couple people that need that and need that mindset. Just being around me and how gross I am right now, it's just, I'm attracting people, but I want to attract the right people because I'm building my inner circle, my team, you know what I mean, so we can scale and keep moving. So after, you guys helped me learn how to build my other business, I can continue to go because I have so many different endeavors that I'm trying to be involved in, So I just want to be like, congratulations to everybody that's still sticking it out. You just got to stick it out and keep moving, and, like the one guy said, my back is against the wall and I'm moving forward. And that's the only direction I'm moving is forward. So whatever I got to do, whoever I got to talk to, I'm losing my voice, but I'm drinking my tea with my honey, you know what I'm saying? I just got to keep it moving,
Kenneth, listen, you're amazing. And
yeah, I'm pumped. I'm
really, I appreciate you. You're like a one-man training deal, dude. You've said so much stuff about attracting people, about out there walking. You're actually walking the walk and talking the talk, and you're consistent and you're resilient and you're all about it. You just gave me probably 8 hours of training in the last 3 minutes, dude. I want to thank you for that.
Yeah, I've been trying not to go hard, but I was like, man, everybody's listening, so I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm at the Swissvale Library. If you're in my area in Pittsburgh, come get at me. And we can work out whatever thing you're doing, whatever problems you got, or you can hit me online. I'll be online. I'm trying to get it to where I'm on 24 hours a day, but I haven't got to that point. But, I got the QuickBooks going. I'm trying to set it up as a business, you know what I mean? So we can capitalize, like, on a whole nother level, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Right now it's me. I don't mean it's not a business, but, I get caught up and start talking.
You're amazing, dude. You're always. I love when you're calling in every day.
It's been fun.
It is fun. It's going to be more fun. I look forward to, but I got to roll. I got so many people here in the queue. Kenneth in Pittsburgh. Kenneth is the guy. Ain't no opposition to my position. I love that. Now, 8495. I hope you're paying attention. 8495.
Hi there, Joe. How are you today?
I'm good. Who's
Joey
this?
next from Springfield, Missouri.
Hey, what's your name? Joey?
Jerry. Jerry.
Jerry. I know who you are. How's it going, Jerry?
Well, pretty good. Listen, I tried to, you asked, the last time I was on the radio show, you said, well, do a video. Well, I did the video, but I can't get it on the testimonials. I tried, and every time I do it, I screw it up real bad, so I quit doing it. I did send a deal to support, an email to support to see if they'd help me, but I haven't got any answer on that yet, so I'm just waiting on that.
All right. Thank you very much for shooting the video, Jerry, and we're going to make sure that we feature that video someplace on the pages, and I'll make sure, okay, what is your username, and I'll see if I can fast-track you into support.
Money's, M-O-N-E-Y-S, Fun, F-U-N.
Money's Fun. Okay. Got it. All right, I sent in, let's see, sent in a ticket. Needs help. Okay, thank you very much, Jerry. Keep it up. Good work, my friend.
Okay, Joe, thank you.
We'll help you out. That's Jerry checking in this morning. Thank you very much, Jerry. 9190. Want to make sure that you get a turn. A minute ago, I had to hang up on somebody. So, hello.
It's a blessing to be here. I mean, what an exciting webinar, and I'm blessed. Vincent Jr. he's my sponsor, and I've got to work with him for a couple of years. And to see a genius like that in action that can put a webinar together in less than an hour, you don't understand Vincent. He usually is just getting warmed up in the first hour. What he put together last night was just miracle working, and I thought your band was Pink, by the way.
And so was yours, Earl.
I forgot to take mine off with the Bible study. Everybody looked at me kind of funny. I thought, oh, well, I had fun.
Earl, I got some comments, dude. People said, hey, boys, Love the headbands, because last night, I don't know how you did this. I'm not that technical savvy, but I saw that you uploaded your picture into the chat room last night. When people were making comments, there you were with the pink headband there live. It was way cool, man.
I couldn't let you fly that one alone, buddy. I had to show you some support that breast cancer cause. It was fun, man. It was just a blast. It's a blessing to be here.
This is fun. You just hit the nail on the head. It is fun. Earl, thank you very much for all of your contributions. I know that you are like a stud. And Earl, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what Earl is about, he has 2 videos. Earl has 2, actually monopolizing the place. I think you're the only guy with 2 videos there because they're so good, Earl. And you can see Earl's videos, ladies and gentlemen, in his in the back office, right? In your member back office, we have the videos that are set there. In your marketing links for BizOp, Earl is in there not once but twice. Earl, the Mountain Man, thank you for checking in. Got a lot of people in the queue here. Man, 5751, you're next up. Good morning.
Hey, Joe, how you doing? How's everybody doing?
We're good. Who's this?
Oh, this is Anthony from Maryland.
Anthony, how are you today, man? You had the last word yesterday. How you doing today?
Man, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm just sitting here at the park listening to the call here and wanting to chime in about the optimizer link.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting SQL error messages on my Should I just wait that out, or should I? Because I even tried to create a new link and it gave me the same SQL error message, inquiry message.
All right. Anthony? What is your username?
MINDFAC. Oh, excuse me, that's the wrong one. MINDTRAF1.
That's your username?
Yes, Mindtrap1.
All right. I will fast track this for you. I'll send it in. These guys are in a development meeting right now, but I'll make sure that we get that in so we can get that handled for you.
No problem. I'm loving it, though, Joe. Great webinar. Just adding your username to the end of that webinar link is just so ingenious, and it works like incredible.
And it's coded to you. You send somebody to the webinar, whether it's a replay or a live webinar, you put your username at the end of that link, and they are coded to you. So if they make a decision, a buying decision at some point in the future, you're going to make the money. Anthony, thank you very much. 5691, you are next up. Good morning.
Hey, Joe. Good morning. It's Steve Schumacher in Portland, Oregon.
Good morning, Steve. How are you?
I'm great. I have a little special someone who wants to say hi. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
That's my little son who is coming to visit me. So
excellent.
He's excited. He's excited that. Good morning. Yeah. Okay.
Good morning.
Come on. He's excited that several thousand people now got to hear his voice, and he's excited because he's gotten to see the new place. I just wanted to call in to say good morning to you, and man, love you guys. Like I said, dude, I don't know if you got my Facebook message. I saw something about. I was watching the replay of the webinar. I think Tuesday's webinar, and I saw you say something about having to move. Hey, if you want some help, I'll be happy to figure out somehow to get out there and help you.
Well, that's big. Thank you very much, Steve. It reminds me of the Seinfeld episode, Seinfeld from years ago, when Keith Hernandez, the baseball player, asked Jerry if would you help me move. And the world of dudes, that's such a big thing that you would come and help me move, Steve. Thank you very much. 0618, you're next up. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, tribesmen. This is Gilbert James in New York City. How's everybody?
We're doing great, Gilbert. How are you today?
Okay, I'm not going to take too much time, but I just want to say that the coded links do work. I mean, I've been pounding Facebook all day, and I did get some traffic and some leads in my back office from the coded links. But then something happened later on in the evening. I tried to put them again on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and those 3 platforms didn't take my links. So I don't know what that was. I'll try it again with another browser, but I thought that was interesting. The other thing is that, hey, this is the most refreshing opportunity that I have ever been in in my life. And I really realize, Joe, that what Traffic Authority is providing is not only education, training, and money, but is also helping people to grow as individuals, as men and women, as champions, and enhancing their life and their mindset on how to win in the game of life. And so because of that, I'm all in, and I expect to continue. And so I just want to be very brief and say thank you so much, Joe, and the rest of the team members, the founders, and let's keep it going. Let's keep it on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate you very much. You more than you absolutely know. Gilbert James always brings something cool and level-headed to the table. Thank you very much, Gilbert. And just keep on keeping on. You know, you're one of the individuals I refer to who I see you on Facebook, and you have had results before you even started running traffic. It's just because you're taking action, you're putting links out there. You know, there's a new training that we're going to be introducing very, very soon that will blow you away in that regard. I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to hold it till next week. Gilbert James, have a good weekend, my friend. It's always good to hear from you. We'll keep it moving. We have a few more people in the queue. You're welcome. 2802, you're next up. Good morning, 2802. 2802. Sounds like somebody's driving with their windshield wiper down there. Let's move. 5232, you're next up. Good morning.
Hi, Joe. This is Holly again. I think I'll save my question for Monday, so you can go to the next person. Thank you so much.
And Holly, I want to thank you for that. Holly just gave me permission to go to the next person. I wish my ex-wife was that nice. 5015, you're next up. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. This is Jean in New York.
Jean in New York. How are you, Jean?
I'm fine. I have a question. You know, I sent out those files as indicated and sent it, and I had a lot of people coming yesterday, and I myself couldn't get on. And I was wondering, so I didn't remember registering, or if I did register, so I tried to use one of those links, and it kept telling me it was a replay, so I really didn't get a chance to see it.
Well, the replay is no. The replay, and this is cool, right? You want to go there because the replay is there to serve you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And now this morning, we sent you a swipe file this morning. We said send this to your list, and it's telling people that they can come and see the replay. So go there, Gene, and watch the replay of last night's webinar. You know, I personally prefer to be in a live event, right? I love live. But most people really, they've got busy lives, and so we want to make the content available 24/7. So this morning, you can send that swipe file from this morning, send it out, and anyone who wasn't able to get there live yesterday can go and watch the replay, and when they decide to enroll or buy, they're going to be connected to you. It's very, very cool, Gene. Absolutely.
I know that's true, and I knew I could see it today. But when I was wondering, what mistake was I making? Because when I tried to use that link to get into the webinar, it wasn't the actual one. It was the replay from Tuesday, I think.
Okay, well then maybe you may have been using an old link. Okay, the old link you might have been using, trafficweblive.net. That is still there. That's Tuesday's webinar. The one from last night is topsecretmeeting.com/.net. I'm sorry, topsecretmeeting.net/your username, and that will take you there. Okay. Make sure you're using the correct links, okay? Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want confusion out there, but, trafficweblive.net, that's where Tuesday's webinar is parked, right? I won't get into that. I don't want to confuse anybody this morning. And Jean, thank you very much. Jean in New York. Jean says she sent it out. She had a lot of people attend. 9353, you're next up. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe. Donald here in Omaha.
Donald in Omaha. How are you, Donald?
I'm doing great. Hey, I know we're not supposed to ask technical questions. I just have a quickie for you. I'm all in. I'm trying to get things to happen, but I couldn't get my list posted yesterday. I kept running into problems and to get response when I'm in there working on, you got to choose the image and you got the script and you click on the little trash can and take care of it and you drag the other one over, as the training video said, and it never goes away. And then it comes on and tells me they're having trouble with the pages. Is there somebody I can get hooked up with direct? Maybe I've got cockpit error. Maybe I have computer problems. I'm not sure what I got going here.
All right, what I'm going to ask you to do
everybody up here.
All right, there's a guy that was on the radio show earlier today Diamond Dave. Diamond Dave is kind of like our resident get response guy. So if you can look him up on the internet, you can look him up on Facebook. He's been really, really helpful for so many people. Diamond Dave, hang around, you'll see him. He's got an American flag on his page, and his last name is like Nizabowski or something. I should be more elegant because I'm Polish too. But if he was here, he's already vacated. If you heard earlier today, his son was running out to his grandson was running to the swimming pool. It was 50 degrees out in Chicago. He's the guy. I don't want to take up too much time on today's radio show. We still got another half a dozen people to get to.
So do I.
So look up Dave, okay? And what is your email address, Donald?
DRLEATH @coxcox.net.
Okay, I'll see if I can hook you guys up.
Hey, I appreciate it. Sorry to trouble you here.
No problem. No trouble at all. Thank you very much, Donald. Want to get you straight away. Donald's all in. We want to get him straightened away for sure. Alrighty, let's keep it moving. 29:59. It's your turn. Ooh.
Carlos Rodriguez from New York City, man.
Hey, Carlos, how are you? I heard you just dropped something. Everything okay?
No, that's Carly, and also you guys passed me up. That's what happens when you got a couple of people chatting with you on the phone and wanting to get started. So yeah, I should have somebody getting started soon in the next couple of hours. But first and foremost, let me get right to it. Today is the tomorrow you was thinking about yesterday. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, today we have, if you want to get your physical ready, go with the 90-day challenge that Greg has. If you want to get your mind right, go with the contest that you have with 10 pages of reading a day. And if you want to come and make some money, follow the tutorials, follow the direction that all of these people are having the success here in TA. And last but not least, this is just not about clicks. This is not just about just money. It's about more than that. And I just love all the energy that we've been having here. And you guys already know I'm always plugged in. And much love, much respect. Thank you guys. And I don't know, last but not least, and anybody that has never pressed 1, I dare you to press 1 Monday through Friday. I dare you to do something different. I dare you to get out of your comfort zone because you best believe it. I got out of my comfort zone. I'm seeing results, and everybody in here is seeing results. Maybe not just money-wise, but in all the other things that I just mentioned before. Last but not least, today is the tomorrow you was thinking about yesterday. So let's get it done today. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.
Carlos, I'm loving Carlos, man. You are so right. Daring people to press 1. This is way more than just clicks. Absolutely. And you know what I pick up from you, Carlos? Honestly, this is no BS, dude. I feel it. I can feel what's going on there with you. You've been so inspired and so motivated by some of the voices that you hear, your own voice getting out there. It is like I sense magnificence in you, and it's coming out, dude. You're like one of our trainers here, for real. 9201. You're next up. Good morning. 9201.
Good morning, Joe. This is Kara in Austin.
Kara, how are you today? Thank you very much for jumping out. I mentioned you earlier today. How many seats are in Texas Stadium? 80,000 or something?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's giant.
Well, you see the webinar last night when Vince said, imagine communicating with twice as many people and all you do is click your mouse, right?
Yeah, and that's Cowboy Stadium. That he shows there on the webinar. It's giant. It's massive. So yeah, I mean that's a lot of people. That is a lot of people you can communicate with for sure.
It is cool.
He really rocked the webinar, and it's amazing that these webinars are provided for us out here in the field to help us bring people into this amazing opportunity. And so just so thankful to you guys for, providing those and, the training and the calls, of course, every morning. It's really amazing what you guys are doing for us, and just so appreciative of that. And I love the pink headband, by the way. That was a bonus. Very cool. Rocking Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I just wanted to make a quick comment, too, this morning. And I heard this, in my previous network marketing company, that Friday is the best day for recruiting. And I heard that people are just, they're happier on Fridays. They're more open. It's payday. And so it's the best day for recruiting. So I want to encourage everybody that's out there on the call today to just share and invite. Don't put this off, because Friday is the day. And, if you can get some people into your business today and it moves you into, the weekend where you have some time to work with them, especially the people that, work another job during the week and, they have their weekends free to really dive into their business. Get out there and share the webinar, invite people to watch the replay, and, just go to work today, because Friday is the day, the best day of the week for recruiting.
That's awesome. That's a hot tip, Kara. Thank you very much. It was somebody once said to me years ago, and I found this to be true as well, is that the holiday season, around the December 25th, you get into that Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, into that season. It really, people say, I'm going to take the holidays off, but in fact, that is really, really, just like you said, Fridays, right? Fridays, people are in a good mood. They're feeling good. They don't have that pressure. They got money. It's payday, right? They're responsive. Right. They're alive, right? Same thing with the holidays. We found that, around the holidays, people are like, they're open to stuff, right? And so, words of wisdom. Thank you very much, Kara. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Well, thank you, guys. Everybody have a great day and go out there and rock it out. Woo!
Let's Kara checking in from Texas, the Republic of Texas. The Republic of Texas. Thank you very much, Kara. 1650, you're next up. Good morning.
Morning, Joe. Barry in Tucson.
Barry in Tucson, the man with the pipes. How you doing this morning, Barry?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Got a nice clear blue sky. I'm sure you got the same thing up there.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful today.
Yeah. I couldn't get into the webinar last night. I tried like 6 times. I got a little frustrated every time it would come back with invalid entry in the phone number box, And,
I don't understand, dude. I've heard this from a couple of people who had a little bit of a challenge last night, but if you just go to your link, right? The link was sent to you this morning. That should be working, because I got some last night. I was like, I couldn't log in, and I went and I was able to watch the replay.
I didn't get my link this morning though either.
Dude, what is your email address? Because check your spam, because you're on our list, and the entire list was sent.
Yeah, I know. I get it every day, and I sent yesterday's swipe out twice to my list, but there wasn't anything. I always get stuff from you guys, but there wasn't anything this morning.
All right. Well, what we'll do is, you know what I'll do is I'll post that in Facebook. Okay, I'll post the actual swipe file on Facebook for you.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, because I did the same thing, top secret meeting, and then my username, and you have to register, put your name, email, and phone number in, and every time it would say invalid entry in the phone number box, it would be highlighted in red. So anyway, I'll get on that Facebook, and I'd love to see that from last night.
Okay, invalid entry in phone. All right, I'm going to make a note and send this to the development people. So you got an invalid entry in the phone number box, and so you couldn't proceed.
Right. It would highlight in red. The box would become red outlined, and then it would say that at the top, invalid entry.
Got it.
And that box would be highlighted in red. And I tried it 6 times. And I even Facebooked messaged Carlos, and he was working, and he said he gave me his link and said just replace it with your own. Which I tried again, but anyway.
All right. I'll send this into the dev team so we don't have this problem next week, Barry.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. You have a good day.
Thank you very much. Barry in Tucson checking in. Good morning, 2802. You're next up. Good morning. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, I'm here. This is Patricia from Connecticut. I had the same problem as the guy before me with the telephone number being circled in red. It wouldn't let me in. I tried it several times, and I tried going to support, and I put in my name, my address, or whatever they wanted. And when I got to the telephone number, it didn't want it, and it gave me a message saying that there's somebody already with that name. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, let the dog out. I can hear your dog barking. In the meantime, I'll get to the bottom of this. Okay.
He's outside.
All right. In the meantime, I'll send in a support ticket for you, Patricia. Okay, we'll find out what's going on.
All right. Thank you. So, do you need my Patricia 17?
Well, you just gave it to me. That's your username is Patricia 17.
Yes, honey.
You sound pretty mature for a 17-year-old, Patricia.
I'm
Patricia
not 17. You want my age? It's a big 7-0.
Big 7-0. Wow, you sound way younger than 7-0. Thank you, Patricia. We'll make sure we get a ticket and get this handled for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 6392. Come on out. You're next.
Good morning,
Hello.
Joe. It's Mallory from Carrot River, Saskatchewan. How are you?
Mallory, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. I'm doing very well, thank you. So to answer some people's question about the phone number, I know I had that problem, but if you have any spaces or anything between it, it won't work as well. So I don't know if that might help for other people. You do your area code and your phone number, but don't do any spaces or don't do like the little dash bar or anything to go in between. Otherwise, it won't accept it either. That's something that I found for my.
All right, let me go back here to this guy. Hey Barry, did you hear what Mallory just said?
Yeah, I did, and boy, that might be my problem because I put the dash and the little parentheses for the area code and all that garbage.
As a matter of fact,
still do your area code. But,
Mallory, now that you mention this, I got some timers, right? Some timers where I just forgot about. I believe that I had that same issue, and I just went in there and put all 10 digits with no dashes, no parentheses, no nothing, just 10 numbers, and boom shakalaka.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to try it right now. Thank you, Mallory.
See that?
You're very welcome.
Yep. A lot of love here in this neighborhood. A lot of love, everybody helping out. Thank you very much, Mallory. Is anything else you want to share with us?
I have one quick thing.
Sure,
yes,
go ahead.
I do. Well, I want to say that last night's webinar was awesome, and also just so I can clarify, like on the Fortune is in the follow-up, the email you guys sent out today, because you said that the link was topsecretmeeting.net/live/ your username. Is that for the replay? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought you said.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's. I'm going to go right now. Yes. I'm playing it myself right now. Okay.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay. So as long as you have .net/live and then your username, and that's what you send out in your emails, right? For the replay.
Yeah, because you want to have your username in there. You want your username in there because you want to get credit. When somebody says, yes, I'm in, yes, I want to buy, yes, I want to enroll, you want to get the credit. And that's how you get the credit.
Yep. Mm-hmm. No, I just wanted to make sure. I thought you said to someone else this morning where you didn't say .live. I thought you just said .net for the replay, and then I just wanted to clarify just to make sure that before I sent it out, that way they didn't have problems with it. And I just want to tell everyone, keep going with it. You know what? I've had so many people messaging me, like even last night I had a guy messaging me saying thank you for this opportunity, and he's so excited. And then he asked me to help him to give him the money to get started. And you know what? I've had a lot of people saying that they just don't have the money, and it breaks my heart because it's like, oh my gosh, I wish I could help you that way. But you know what? I honestly can't. This is a business. It's not like you're going to go to a bank if you wanted to go get yourself a franchise and be like, hey, I don't have the money to get started, but can you just give me the money and I'll try to pay it back to you later type of thing.
Well, you know what? You just stay focused, Mallory, because I will say this, okay? Everyone has the money. When people say I don't have the money, what they really don't have is courage to just say straight up, this isn't for me, right? Everyone has the money. Come on, we're talking about $47. Really? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're struggling for $47, we can't help you. I mean, for real, man. You know, I bet you the person who's texting you saying I don't have the money is probably sitting in a tavern down at the corner, banging back shots and beers, watching a hockey game. They have the money. They just are putting it someplace else. You know, believe me. That's just reality, man. That's truth. 5677. You're next up. Hello. Hello.
Hi,
56.
Joe. It's Dale.
Who?
Hi, Joe. This is Dale Aaron from Los Angeles, California.
Dale Aaron, how are you this morning?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I know it's been a long morning for you, so I won't take up too much of your time. I have a whole bunch I would love to say today, but I'll save it for another day. I do love the every morning that you're out here with us. I had a quick question about last night. I signed up for the webinar, and I did get through, but when I got the welcome message back saying, welcome to the webinar, press this link and you'll go to it. And what happened when I went to it was it came up with a get response page doesn't work.
Okay.
And I didn't because I've been in the system for a while, I knew how to get into the webinar, so that wasn't a problem for me. But for the people that I had sent to it, I'm wondering if they got that welcome letter back and they clicked on my username and it went to get to the get response page, they were not able to attend the webinar. So I didn't know if anyone had called in with that because I had got on the call very, very late.
All right. Well, thank you very much. No one has mentioned that specific struggle or that challenge, but Dale, thank you very much for calling in, and I'm going to send that into the development team. Okay. You know, it's technology. It moves so quickly. Really, I mean, if anybody was suffering from that same thing, you send a link. We will get that fixed. We promise you, because we're out here doing our best to make things happen. You know, and thank you everybody for bringing these things to the table here this morning and sharing what is really going on out there in real time. It really does matter to all of us that you're coming out here and making these contributions. Listen, I'm looking right now, and it looks to me like we're done. This is it. We are finished for today. That was the last word. Thank you very much for calling in this morning. Let me see here. Nope, that was the last one. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody who took the time this morning and all week to join us here at Radio Leverage. We're going to be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here, 1 p.m. Eastern, with the Visionary Founders Call with Greg and Doug and their invited guests. You never know who's going to show up there. It's been a great week. It's been a great morning. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Mallory and Patricia and Barry in Tucson, Kara, Carlos, Donald, Gene in New York, Holly, Gilbert, James, Steve Shue. Thank you for Steve is willing to come all the way to Carefree and help me move. I want to thank Anthony in Maryland and Earl the Mountain Man, rocking the pink headband. Jerry doing a video. Kenneth, ain't no opposition to my position. Celeste, thank you very much. Beverly, Dave, Fred, Holly, Frank, and Kenna from Washington got us kicked off here this morning. I want to thank everybody who took the time. We'll be back on Monday morning and do what Kara said to do. A moment ago, Kara said Friday is the best day. Low-hanging fruit today, man. Send the email, send the swipe files, get on Facebook, continue building your list. Building your list. That is going to be the key. Been a great week. See you tomorrow on the radio.